Hi, honey.
And we're back. Sorry, it always seems to do it. I've no idea why. Did you? I don't know if you heard my question. So yeah, where did I get to? Did you hear what I said?
You were just saying that I was a bit more approachable and stuff.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
that like? Did you plan for to be like that? That not be as, cutthroat or mean or?
Yeah, it's like, I think there's room for all different personas in a show team, but especially like in Gran Canaria, the way it's set up, it's like there's 5 or 6 members and you can't really have everybody being the same way. So I kind of figured with my personality and the personality I kind of invented for Chichi, that she'd be the nice queen. So it's like, obviously I could stand up for myself if anybody's taking the piss out of me, as you have seen many a time. But at the same time, it's like, I want to be the one that the kids run up to and say, oh, I want a picture with you, Chichi, and give you a hug and stuff like that. And no, it's been really good. It's like, it kind of worked in my favor because it's like, I'm the kind of like Disney queen that was over there. It was like,
very
I don't know how many different Disney people you saw me play, but it was quite a few.
No, I think so. Yeah, some of my favourites, and like I remember when I first saw you do. It was a Disney special, and then you did, which I'm sure was one of your favourites, the shopping at Lidl.
Shopping at Lidl,
and
one of the most requested numbers. Yeah.
So starting from the beginning, when did you start doing?
It was
performing? What did you?
Back before performing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've kind of always been in healthcare. So I did started off as a care assistant and kind of worked my way up in different hospitals and housing associations and care homes and stuff. So I did that from when I was 16, nearly 17. I always loved singing since I was a kid, but I never had the confidence to actually go and do anything about it until Chichi came along. So Chichi actually came along by accident. It was myself and my husband Carol. We were living in Benidorm at the time, and we decided we were going to give the singing a go. So we started a group. I think it was called D Squared. It's going back a bit. So we got a couple of gigs and I was enjoying it, but I felt like I was very conscious of people looking at me and I was very nervous and I was getting overthinking everything. And one of the gigs asked us if we'd be willing to do the same show but in drag. And obviously we had friends that were drag queens from back in Gran Canaria. So obviously we'd seen drag shows like many, many times. But obviously we never put makeup on or had wigs or heels or dresses or anything like that. So it was proper beginners, like from nowhere. So we agreed and we gave it a go. We looked absolutely horrendous. But then again, I think I looked absolutely horrendous for the first 4 years. But eventually it's like you just learn from the other queens that you work with. And over time, when you're doing it 5 and 6 nights a week, you just kind of have to kind of get into the rhythm of it. Either sink or swim.
Speed, I suppose, the speed of how, like, when I've done shows and you have to, I think one year I was a Mad Hatter, and I think the first time I did the makeup for that was like 2 hours. I remember just being like, I can't do this every night for like 20 shows, but you get quicker and you realise you can, there's an order to things. And
and you kind of do it without even realising.
How did you, did you have someone pretty much paint your face, or was it a tutorial, like YouTube thing, or was it
the first few months, it was absolutely nothing because I never even thought of looking up a tutorial or anything like that. It was just a case of looking at photographs and trying to replicate them, basically. Then when we moved back to Gran Canaria, obviously I auditioned for Ricky's and I got the job in Ricky's. So then it was more full on from then on because I was part of the full-time show team. So it was 5 to 6 nights a week, sometimes 7 nights a week, depending on what time of the year it was. So you learn quick. And then I was lucky enough to like work with so many amazing drag queens in both Ricky's and Sparkles over the years. Just learning from them was, to be honest, it was an honour to work with them and learn from them. So it was great.
Yeah, and I always noticed that you were, well, from the outside, like you are liked a lot, like, and because it is very bitchy. Like the entertainment side of business is bitchy anyway. But there's a very, she's copying my act, she's taking my look.
Yeah. Very much so. Best thing to do is just stay out of the drama. Don't get yourself sucked into the drama. Is the best way to go.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the time as well, it's the not the boredom, but because there is you're there all the time. You're doing the shows, and it's I think human nature to, whether you're on a tour or any show, you kind of can't help sometimes but have a bit of a whine. It's when you whine to the wrong person, and then it just gets bigger.
Exactly. And then arms and legs go on, and it spreads, and exactly.
Yeah. And alcohol and drugs.
Oh my God! Don't talk to me about alcohol. I fell off the chair the last time I did a live.
Thing is, you, like I said, you Carl, you both like raised loads of money as well for like the
the NHS, yeah.
And again, there was a video where like Patsy, who's Chi-Chi's other half, got was it in your pond?
In the pond.
And I was absolutely crying, and
we were kind of getting up to that 2,000 mark, and we had said if it reaches 2,000. Patsy go in the pool. Hear me? I'm not in Gran Canaria anymore. In the pond.
In the pond.
Yeah. And then we got up to, I think it was 2,200 and something the next time we had checked, and we were like, right, get in the pond.
Yeah, that's how you stick to your word. So how?
I wasn't getting in the pond.
Yeah, not you, but like that. How did where did the name come from? Like where? Did
well, my best.
Else, or was it?
Say again.
Did you ever have another name, or was it from the start?
No, I've always been CHICHI Monroe. My best friend Jason, he's also a drag queen, Miss Bliss, and he had actually been with us over in Benidorm around the time that we were deciding we were going to do drag. So we had been watching Tu Wong Fu, ironically, and one of the characters is called Chichi Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And the first time I dressed up in drag with like Carl and Jason, Jason said that I looked like Chichi, a little Latin boy in drag. So Chichi kind of stuck.
And
that's where Chichi came from. And then Monroe, because I adore Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe, yeah, which I know, yeah. But do you think, like, what do you think? One of the questions that I got, which I've tried to simplify, someone said, all for the LGBTQ community, all that kind of stuff, but it said, what do you think of all these, and I don't think they meant, again, the way they wrote it, I was like, I don't think that's what they meant, but what do you think of all these new terms and things coming in, like, a lot at the moment? Like,
I think the rights side of it is great, that they're getting equal rights for a lot of different like not organizations. What's the word?
Like
See, I don't even know what to say. It's different groups of people. Like, it's great to get there, like get it out there and get people talking about it, so there's more awareness and then there's no discrimination. But I think it's getting to the point now where you literally are overthinking what you're saying, because it's getting a bit too nerve-wracking to say what you're thinking of saying, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense.
I'm exactly the same. I find it like we've broken down a few walls, and there's still walls to go, or broken the glass ceiling, whatever the phrase is. But like, I find myself, like, you know, as a gay guy, going, and they're like, well, what do you identify as? And I'm like, what do you mean, what do I identify? And they're like, do you know all the terms? I'm like, no. They're like, do you think you should? I was like, no, not really. I don't.
There's that many different ones, and then there's, even though there's actual terms out there, if you use it, it comes across as derogatory depending on how you use it. It's
exactly.
Even if you are using the right terms, if you say it in the wrong way, it can be taken up as offensive. So it's head wrecking. You just stay away from everything.
Yeah, exactly. How did you meet Carl? So was he doing drag?
He was living in Gran Canaria. No. He was a bar manager in Gran Canaria when I moved over, and the house that I moved into, he was living in, answered the front door to me. So that's how we met. We were together from the first hour.
Wow. And then obviously you got married on I got it in the right approach, Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah, Say Yes to the Dress Vegas.
Which was, I mean, your dress, like, wow.
I know, it was gorgeous, wasn't it?
It was like
so heavy.
If you've not checked it out, I think, like, it's on your Instagram. It's like, if you could explain a fairy tale Disney dress, it's kind of what it was. Like, it was amazing.
I think I picked the biggest one in the shop. It was the case if I went in and I saw the end of it and I was like, that's it.
That's the one I want.
Yeah, it was from the section I wasn't supposed to be looking in as well, so.
Because how many, was that 2 years ago, 3 years?
3 years ago in April.
That's mad. Because I remember when you were doing, you had to keep it, a lot of TV shows, which people don't realise, you had to keep it all secret.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to say anything. But and then you obviously you came back, and then you won, and again get the title right. You got was it Drag Queen of
Drag Queen of the Year in Gran Canaria.
in Gran Canaria,
Yeah,
which is amazing because
yeah, that was.
those
I really didn't expect that, so that was amazing.
you deserved it. I mean, the thing is, you do sing, you do dance, you know.
Well, I tried to dance.
Yeah, I think you do. You've danced with me, and I think like that's just an achievement in itself. But did you expect it at all when you?
No, I kind of expected to be nominated because so many people had said to me, "Oh, I nominated you" and stuff like that. But no, yes, thank you. But I didn't expect to actually win. I said, "Oh, I might come third or something."
Yeah.
Because I was up against really good queens and stuff, and some of them had been there years, so I just wasn't really expecting to win
Snatch
it
the
outright.
crown.
I didn't get a crown. I only got a trophy.
Oh,
I was raging.
yeah.
No, you couldn't have put anything else glittery on me that day. I was literally top to toe in diamondy, jewelly things and the catsuit.
Well, it looked amazing. Like, obviously, everything's changing over at the moment. Because obviously, those that don't know that I've joined us. So in Gran Canaria, it's really hard to explain the Yumbo Centre, but basically, it's a shopping centre with
By day.
by day, and it gets to about 10 o'clock, and it just turns into like drag, gay.
Game Mecca.
It is literally, and you can pop to the spa and grab a packet of crisps, and next door there's
And go straight into Sparkles eating your crisps.
Yeah, exactly. But so what I was going to say is one of the questions someone's got here is what did your family think, close friends, when you started doing drag, and did you have any problems, any issues, any like conflict or anything?
Not conflict, but there were some questions raised. Obviously, I'm from an Irish Catholic family, so it's a bit like taboo to be even gay, let alone be a drag queen. But no, I was surprised how okay everybody was with it. What I did was I didn't say anything until I did a few gigs to make sure it was what I wanted to do, just to make sure. No point in upsetting people for nothing. And no, when I started getting on really well, I sent videos back home. It's just easier to just send the video and then give them a ring afterwards. And no, it was fine. My brother and sister loved the videos and they thought it was great. The thing is, they see a different side of me as well, because when Chi-Chi's out, it's totally different than Gary. It's a totally different persona, totally different person. The core is the same, but obviously it's on a lot more confident basis and kind of no holds barred. So yeah, family were fine. My best friend Jason, he was delighted. He was like a proud mama bear.
Oh, that's
but he's after getting back into drag now as well.
You're and not like stepping on Carl's toes, but like you're a good-looking guy as well. And when I remember seeing you, like you obviously out of drag, I didn't know that was you, and you were sat because you don't hang around. There's some obviously.
No, I got no.
I think you are pretty much the only one, obviously, like Janice, always see her like in Coco, like after and things like that. But I don't think I've ever seen you. The only time I ever saw, I think, you were going to the shops and you were like, oh, hi. And I was like, you're like, Chi-Chi. And I was like,
yeah, she hasn't a clue.
Oh my God. And that's obviously then when like I got to know Gary as well, which again, I don't think people understand that they'll, if they threw the way you are as Chi-Chi and the way you are as Gary, like you say, very different, but it's still the core.
Yeah. Like people notice it the most when I do clown, to know that number where I take my makeup off.
Yes.
Because the thing is, I stay working obviously till the end of the night, but as Gary then. So it's a bit weird for people to see that transition, because automatically once the makeup comes off, I get a lot more shy and I kind of stay away and do my own thing.
Yeah. Do you find that one of the hardest numbers?
No, it's my favourite number to do.
Really?
Yeah, out of everything, that's the one I miss the most.
Really? I suppose it's the reveal, isn't it? It's I know what I'm going to do, and it's people's faces. And you do get this kind of sense of, which I do think is really nice, especially in the Yumbo. There are a few like straight guys there and women that are very, I think they just don't know what to think sometimes. And then seeing you do something like that, it makes them kind of go, wow, it's actually, he's not weird, he's not strange, You know what I mean? He's a performer. You're a character,
Yeah.
you know. But it's yeah. I've always been amazed by it. And I was speaking to last week. It was Betty who does like beauty tutorials, and I said to
Yeah,
her,
I was watching. It was cool.
yeah, she's lovely. I've got a flaming delivery at 6 o'clock, which I was like, but I said, and I've said to Ryan, and some of my friends have even said that, like, oh, you know, you get the question, oh, you're gay. Oh, do you do drag? And I do think some people think because you're gay or whatever, you dress up
Yeah.
as well. And
Enough.
I haven't. I'd love to. I'd love to try it one day. I don't know how I feel about shaving my arms and everything, but
You don't have to wear long sleeves.
look, my Pat Butcher jacket. Yeah.
You have no earrings though.
I know. I left them in the wardrobe. You've got another question that says, "Have you ever seen Kinky Boots?" This is from Ali Williams 98, and it says, "Was it true to form from what you saw?"
I haven't seen the full lot of it because I tend to fall asleep every time I put a movie on. But what I saw was really good. But I don't think I actually got the whole storyline, so I'll have to pass on that one. I'll get back to you.
Get back
To be continued on that one.
Are you a shoes kind of girl or a wigs kind of girl? Do you look at wigs and go, oh,
Yeah.
that wig is...
Like, Vivian's wigs are just to die for. And now that her husband is making wigs as well, and styling them, I'm definitely going to be getting some from Drag Helmet. But I don't know. I'm a bit obsessed with shoes, though. Like, I do like my shoes. The higher, the better, and the big boots.
What wardrobe's bigger? Have you got, like, your wardrobe? Because you must have, like, 4 wardrobes. It's like you, Carl, Chi-Chi, Patsy. Is it like 4?
No, we left most of Patsy and Chi-Chi in Gran Canaria when we were leaving. So literally, I just brought home a couple of dresses, I think 3 wigs.
Wow.
I brought no makeup. I gave away all my makeup. So it was mainly jewelry, wigs, and dresses. And I bought 2 pairs of shoes back with me and got rid of the rest. So it was like starting from scratch when I got back. But it's a good job because I can't fit any of the clothes now anyway. So I've gone from 8.5 stone to 13.5. So
but that's still nothing, lovely. It's an excuse to go shopping in the day. That's the best
exactly.
thing. You have another question. What is your favourite outfit from? I can't read that name. Andy R S put 3. What is your favourite outfit you've ever had to wear or you've got?
From what?
Your favourite outfit, like
my favourite outfit.
Yeah.
I really like the Jasmine outfit in Sparkles.
Okay.
For the Aladdin sketch that we used to do. And the Cinderella dress that I used to wear in Ricky's was nice. Yeah, and the Let It Go dress as well, actually, the Elsa dress.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
You probably can't say on here, but did you ever like...
No, you can't. Because the thing is, it's like, if you ever leave a place over there, someone's going to come and fill that spot and fill that dress. So it's like, you can't do that. Not over there.
You got another question that says, from Ginger Boy Dance 1, would you rather be in Frock Destroyers or United King Doll?
Frock Destroyers.
Yeah. That Bing Bang Flaming song, I've not even watched it.
I loved it when it came out first, but then it was like you'd hear the start of it and you were kind of going, oh, not again.
Yeah, but it was like the
I know.
But I've not seen it, the episode, but I just keep seeing it on TikTok, like loads. Like every time I'm up and I'm like, it's mad. Okay, there's a question that's come up. I don't know what it says, so but it says, "Hi, gorgeous. Hope everything's okay. Have you seen It's a Sin?" from Jay Cross?
Yes, it's amazing. I binged it all in one night.
I've not. What is it on?
4, I think. E4 or Channel 4, one of them.
Oh, okay. Vicky says,
but it's amazing.
What is your favourite act to perform?
That
is Vicky.
Clown would be my favourite, but act as in comedy act. Probably Shopping at Lidl or Pink Lesbian. Or How I Blew You. One of them.
People tuning in and going, what are they talking about?
I know, yeah.
That's,
Those ones
and
aren't for the kids.
there's another
Oh,
one.
actually, don't tell me you're gay. I love that one too. I don't know. There's lots.
I think. Do you like? What's it? After the Vivian, who did you like best from UK Drag Race? One.
Um, I'd say actually the top three. I
Really?
would have had the same top three, yeah.
I
So
bet
obviously Vivian to win. Yeah, Davina second and Bag a third.
there was one other question as well. I don't know how PC we can go, but it says I read it and I was like, how do I word this? How how did you learn how to tuck? And it does every queen do it?
The majority of queens do it, yeah. Well, it depends on obviously your size and what the dress is like, and
Yeah.
not your size as in down there,
Yeah,
your size as in.
yeah.
Well, that helps too. But you just kind of learn as you go. Like you obviously get tips from other queens, and
Yeah.
I didn't physically get them to show me, but
Yeah.
they talk you through it and stuff. Just from your peers, basically, you kind of work it out, and you have a kind of a general idea how to do it yourself. But obviously, you find out
Is
the
there a
right
special
ways of doing
tape?
it.
Is it like a
You what?
special tape, or is it just like, you know, down Tesco's, like, or is it? Is
No,
this
there's different ways of doing it. I don't use tape. I just have a way of tucking. But I
right?
know other queens that use tape, but it just looks a bit more uncomfortable. And the thing is, when you're wearing, like, I have a kind of a layer system.
Yeah,
So it's like you have your first pair of underwear that you use for tucking. Then
yeah,
you have two pairs of kind of padded underwear to get your shapes right. And then
yeah.
three pairs of tights. So by the time you have all that on, everything is compressed anyway. So,
Yeah.
and
So
then
I
you have another pair
always
of
see
knickers
you
on over
walking
that.
around and not a lot, and they go, "Oh, aren't you cold?" And you're like, "No, I've got like
Nah,
5 layers under here."
nah. I don't know whether you saw the dressing room in Sparkles, but literally we're all walking around back there, just literally in our knickers and tights most of the time. It's like literally between numbers, it's like under the aircon and the fans, and just wait to get ready for the next one.
I can't. I mean, like the thing as well, like you're with obviously alcohol and people buy. I mean, you get drinks all the time. People are like, "Let me buy you a drink. Let me get you a shot. Let me get you this." I suppose as well, you have to watch that. I can't drink too much because this is going to be a lot of effort to have to, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when you're doing it like every night. It's like you're literally getting drunk every night, and it's
yeah,
not good because it's like you're waking up late in the morning and you're just feeling like crap.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, most of the time it was quite heavy because you had like rounds of shots being bought for the whole team constantly, and
yeah.
then we're just as bad in the dressing room then, as in we getting each other to take shots and
Each other
stuff.
drinks, yeah.
We used to go through at least a bottle of Jägermeister every night on shots.
I mean, I suppose this lockdown and coming back is like giving you a
No,
little
I've been really good
time
since we got back.
to repair.
Reformed.
Yeah. No, honestly, thank you so much for doing this. Before I go, I've got to do the quick fire. I don't know if you've seen this, so it's quick fire questions for you.
Okay.
10 questions, and you just have to pick.
Okay.
So, some are drag related, some are performer related, some are song related. So, first one is Bianca or Shangela?
Bianca.
Courtney Act, Alyssa Edwards.
Alyssa Edwards.
Michelle Visage or RuPaul?
Michelle.
Yeah, she's just a classic fag hag, isn't she? She's doing a single with Steps.
Really?
She's next week. They're releasing Heartbreak in the City, and it's Steps and Michelle Visage.
Wicked.
Heard
Look
it
forward to
here.
that.
Born This Way or I Will Survive?
Born This Way.
Bad wig or bad outfit?
That I like or don't like.
So, like, if you had, what's the worst out of those? Like having someone with a bad wig, or looking at the outfit and being bad outfit?
I'd say outfit.
What's worse, seeing stubble or not tucked properly?
Not tucked properly. Actually, no, both. No. You can't choose between that.
Musicals or Disney?
Disney.
Vegas or New York?
Vegas.
Zambuca or tequila?
Neither. Jaeger.
Yeah, knew you were going to say that. That's why.
If I had to, tequila, but I'd probably puke straight after.
Yeah. Oh, what was the nice ones? The with the cream on top.
Oh, the trifle shots.
Oh, one of them. And the last one, if you had to perform it every day for a month, which you've probably done before, fast food song or up, up, down, down? Which
Up, up, down, down.
Which is worse? Up, up, down, down.
No, well, I do up, up, down, down because we used to do up, up, down, down every night, no matter what. So I hate the fast food song. It does my head in.
That's pretty good. I'm just seeing your face sometimes. You're very good, but it's the...
Oh, you get kind of the start of it out of the way, and then it was like, it's never ending.
Well, look, thank you so much for doing this with me, Chichi. I really do appreciate it. And
no problem. It's great to see you.
You too. I know. And hopefully, what's the plans to end on? What is the plans for Chichi? Are you staying here? Do you want to go back?
Oh yeah, we're staying in the UK long term now. Yeah. Myself and Carl have lots of stuff in the pipeline this year, but it's more on our side of things, nothing to do with drag or anything like that. Yeah. Just the whole settling down and everything and getting things going forward. Obviously can't wait to be performing again. I'll be at Planet Bar in Edinburgh. So I'm there I'll be there one night every week, hosting a karaoke sing-along kind of thing like that. And then I'll be doing a show there once a month. And then they're just after buying a party bus as well. So there's going to be drag performers on the party bus as well.
Chichi bus. Love
the Chichi bus. I wish.
Brilliant.
So yeah, there's lots of stuff happening. So I'll keep you updated.
Definitely, I want to be there. First, me and Ryan and all the girls, and we'll be like...
Wicked.
No,
be like a hen party.
Yeah, well, if you want to, let's say, people that are on here, if you want to follow Chichi, you can see it above, but is it chichi.monroe?
I think it's at chichi.monroe, yeah. I'm not even sure. I think it is.
Feel free to follow and stuff. And thank you. Loads of love and stay safe, lovely. Thank you for talking.
See you later. Thanks, darling.